Welcome to the UF Law eDiscovery Project Tech Features Educational Webinar Series, where we discuss innovative and important features that you may want to see in the eDiscovery software that you're using. Today, I have with me Ian Campbell, the president of iConect. Welcome to the show, Ian.
Great to be here, Bill, and always nice to share some thoughts and ideas with the folks at the University of Florida.
Today we're going to be talking about audio and video files and some of the frustrations that practitioners feel in handling this particular format. It presents challenges. Well, what are your clients telling you about what they're feeling, what they're experiencing out in the field?
Well, you know, it's a great question. I mean, we're starting to see as an integral part of the eDiscovery process that we've gone well beyond email and correspondence and, you know, Word docs and PowerPoint presentations into the stuff that comes off these things. And, you know, we're seeing a lot of people recording photography and specifically video. And then we're seeing it more in a commercial space, things like CCTV video and surveillance video, surveillance audio. And more importantly, things like these body cameras that, you know, are in the news all the time. And when items like that become part of the collection of evidence in a case, dealing with that can be hard. And you know, at iConect with the Xera platform, we put some interesting thoughts and ideas into how to manage that information in tandem with all the documents and correspondence and email in a case.
So what I'm hearing you say is that what you're trying to do at iConect is help integrate the video into the whole story, and that it makes sense to look at video in connection with any tweets that might have been going on, in connection with any text messages, or even more a traditional email that may be happening surrounding the audio or the video.
Yeah, that's exactly what we've done. And the interesting thing of when you start to look at video and audio, they have properties just like a Word doc does. You know, it's a date, it's an author, it's a timestamp, it's a doc type, it's a doc size. And if you think about that in the context of a video or an audio file, it isn't really that much different. There's a date and a time and a length and who's in the video and who recorded the video, and all that information is metadata. And when you look at it in that context, in the same way that you have it for documents, you now also have it for audio and video files. So really, if you can deal with that multimedia file as if it were a document in some kind of a platform, web-based platform that makes it easy for people to get in and code and do things with, I mean, it starts to make your life a lot easier.
Great. Can you show us how iConect handles video, Ian?
Absolutely. I'll just do a quick screen share here. Okay. What we've done, and Bill, can you see my screen okay? Perfectly. Perfect. So what I've got here is really a document collection, a series of different files. You can see there's different you know, brochures and emails and correspondence. And so in the same way that these files are part of a collection within a legal case, there may in fact also be media files. And when we start to look at those media files, it gives us the ability to deal with them just as if they were documents. So I'll give you an example here. Here's one, a crash test. So we're just clicking the play button, and it always breaks my heart when I see that BMW hitting the wall like that. But I'll pause this one here, maybe go right here. And if this was a piece of evidence and I wanted to now share this with someone, keeping in mind, I'm in a browser, I'm in Chrome right now, looking at a video that's streaming directly from the server, but it also gives me the ability now to create a comment. And I'm going to just type in here, check out the driver side mirror. And I'm going to share that with someone. Actually, I'll also share it with myself here, and just so you can see and post it. So what ends up happening now is that not only am I sharing this record, I'm also sharing that timestamp right there. You heard that little ding in the background that tells me I have a message. When I go to that message back here, you see it says, check out the driver's side mirror. If I'm another reviewer, maybe a supervisor, maybe an attorney who needs to look at this, I've done the hard work of finding the information that's relevant. And now they can simply come in here, not only get to that video, but look at this. We fast forward to the specific frame that I wanted them to look at. And that's where it becomes very, very exciting, because we're now going and taking the video and doing something with it, which is really quite revolutionary, which is be able to see it via a web and make it part of the eDiscovery process, including the comment that I made, that somebody could now start to have dialogue back and forth with me on that specific frame for that video.
Well, it creates a lot of efficiency from what you said, because although you've got to have an initial reviewer take a look at it, what happens is when that's over, now you've been able to focus in on the actual video, share that, and look at it in an integrated way with the other ESI in the collection. That's right. And not only that, I can also code it in the same way. So here's a coding panel. It allows me to come in. I can, say, which attorney I am, which notes I'm going to put on it. I can identify what date that I put those notes on. I mark it as confidential. So again, I can do all the kind of coding things that I would usually do with a document, except I'm doing it with a clip of video. How are you handling audio files? Do you have any neat tricks to show us with audio files, Ian? Yeah, we've done something interesting. I've got them over here, and I'll just click on one. First of all, we go and render the audio file as a waveform, and if this were correspond or communication, I would start to see different sort of blocks of information back and forth. But the other neat thing right here is that here's some dead space. So this easily could be a boardroom where you can see here for the first 9 minutes, nothing was said because nobody was in the room yet. I can actually skip over all that and really start my review where I need to. And in the same way, when I go and create a comment or a note on this, check this out and go and share that with someone, again, I'm sharing that timestamp. So again, anything you can do with documents, you can now do with audio and video files as part of your overall collection. It also occurred to me watching you too, Ian, that if I had a witness telling me that, look, the really important information took place between 30 and 40 minutes of the meeting, you could hone in right on that 30 or 40 minutes, listen to it, label it, mark it, and pass it on, and make it part of the collection. Absolutely. And really, as part of the collection, when you get down to creating some kind of a production log of relevant information, and creating that report, in the same way that you had metadata for the documents, which becomes part of the collection, you can have metadata associated with the audio and video files. And you can actually include those audio and video files as part of your production set. Thank you, Ian. This has been great. And this is Bill Hamilton at the University of Florida eDiscovery project with our educational series, letting you see what might be neat and what might be important in your eDiscovery software when you're handling audio and video. Again, thank you, Ian. And by the way, Ian, if any of our viewers want to get in touch with you, what's the best way to reach you? The best way, check us out on the website at www.iConect.com. It's iConect with one N. And send a quick email to info@iConect.com. Put my name on it, Ian Campbell, and you'll get it right to me. And don't forget to follow us on the University of Florida eDiscovery Project Facebook page and Twitter account. Thank you all very much. Goodbye. Thanks, guys.